Good evening, good evening. It's Monday, July 6th, and we're back with some Teamfight Tactics. Been playing a little bit of Diablo off stream, and I decided to come back and do a little bit of TFT tonight. And see if we can do a little bit more ranking. We'll grab the show here. And we'll do a bit of scouting here momentarily. Hey William, how are you? Good to see ya. I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit sad about the I don't know if you've been following World Cup at all, but USA didn't do too well today, unfortunately. They looked terrible. So I was pretty disappointed. To be fair, they did go up against a really good team with Belgium. You and everybody else right now. Yeah, big Sedge. That's how it goes sometimes though, right? Oh, what did we get? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I guess we'll leave that here. I'm unsure as to what direction I really want to go here, but I guess we could lean into these time breakers. But yeah, super disappointing. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, you know, but I don't know that the US is ready for high-level international competition. So you gotta take the good with the bad, and you know, it looks pretty good going into the game, like everything leading up to this, but there was some commentary about how they really hadn't played anything, any teams that have been like super, you know, competitive. So I don't know. What do we have here? I know Jinx reroll is kind of a thing right now. I think we might hang on to this for a bit. We could definitely play into mech because Pantheon could be an item holder for Mighty Mech, so I think that could be okay. I guess it just kind of depends. I'm going to scout in a second here. It'll also, I think, depend a little bit on our items and what we see early on here. Another Pantheon. I don't know that I keep buying Pantheon. Early 2-star. We could go Infinity Edge here also for Teemo. I think it would be a good idea to win streak early if we can. Rush's Lantern. That's a pretty good early benefit. Yeah, well, so much for the win streak. It was looking pretty good for a second. We do get free rerolls here, I guess. Oh, not until you hit 3. Here we go, Cosmic X here. And there is our gargoyles, number 1 at least. We will go with Mike here. Oh shoot, that's the wrong item. Oh no. God. Okay, well, we can still use this. We can still use this, but it's just not going to be the early item we wanted. Damn. It might be okay early, but with the Sunder. Let's scout. See what we're dealing with here. God, that's gonna be a giant Cho'Gath later. Jeez. If we get lucky and get an early Tom Kench. That's really good for Liana. Jeez. Can't believe I did that. I knew exactly, I even said it out loud. I knew exactly what I was looking for. See if we can fix it.
Let's head back, amigos. It's break time.
Meet your fate.
Could be one of those games, mixed bag.
Putting that back together.
Going mech is always a little bit of a gamble. Somebody's gonna get luckier than you at the right points. 2 thieves gloves. Go 2 thieves gloves. This may not be too bad. Thieves gloves fit in if we can get Fiora later. It's just, I guess, going to depend on how much health we have. See, this guy right here may actually be going mech too, so it's like, it's kind of that, it's kind of a gamble. I'm not too worried about the Mord. I don't see any of the Urgots. I don't see any souls. I wonder if it's really worth hanging on to these. I don't know if I've seen this board before. A little bit different. %15 bonus magic damage. I think we gotta go with the Scuttle Party though. That actually works out for a couple of different reasons. Okay. We are going to ditch the Gwen. Make a Nashers. And we'll throw this on Teemo for now. Nashers actually works fairly well on Teemo. I mean, we're not going to win this round, but it does help the damage output a little bit. And actually, this works out. That works for now. So we get our 2 replicator. So that buffs Pantheon just a little bit. Tommy's so strong, actually. Big difference maker. Okay, we need some good drops here. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we like that. That's also good. I don't have any of the pieces that I need to make a gargoyle. Sadly. How much health does this have? Geez, 7,800 already at 4-1. It's a big boy. Yeah. Okay, red buff isn't terrible. No Ace Soul, no Mighty Mech. So technically we should probably just abort this plan, but I don't know what I would pivot into at this point. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, not looking great. We're getting very late, very late draws on what we're looking for, and then on top of that, items are all wrong. We'll get a last minute miracle here.
The road to ruin is shorter than you think.
Take the backs, I guess. I technically a karma would have been probably better, but we could survive one more, maybe. Okay, there's another mighty mech. We really need items. we need the right items badly right now. Holy shit, look at this. It's a big show gaff. Holy smokes. Okay.
is unflammable.
Need to get rid of this. We should be okay here. Well, the red buff really makes a whole lot of sense either, of course, but oh, just in time. Nah, we're not gonna get it. I don't know who we're up against, but I think that's it for us. It was a good run. Almost pulled it off. Almost. That's the risk you run whenever you play when you play mecha builds. It always ends up being a gamble of some kind. It's either on your items or it's on your champs.
Tomorrow's the last of my days.
It'd be fun to get another Aatrox stellar combo game. That was fun.
Stay out of my way.
It was very obvious that that's what we were doing, though, that game. I think at this point we immediately had like an immediate 2-star Aatrox. So it was really like there was no question even from the start. This is kind of interesting. Okay, we'll hang on to these.
Let's go.
Grab the Akali too, just in case. Actually, I may as well do it now.
Stay out of my way.
Yeah, Jax, your strongest weapon becomes okay. So reach for the stars. Maybe it's a crown. I kind of want to try that. We go Brawler Yi maybe.
They have it coming.
I feel pretty comfortable getting rid of Arbiter. This crown, you end up getting a couple extra ults out of progress. A couple times now it's given me Jinx as well. Wow. pretty strong early here. Moguls Mail's good item too. You know what? I'm gonna grab the Jinx just in case. Let me scout what we're dealing with there. There's another Jinx again. That might be where that might be worth pursuing. Somebody else is on the lookout there as well. Either way, I do think we need the gargoyle. That was awfully fast. These are not great psionic items.
Let's go.
And we need a couple swords here. Sword, bow. Tom Kench is perfect. Gain 2 3-cost champions. That's healing orbs. I'm not crazy. Not crazy about that. Unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna econ up a little bit. How bad is grabbing Maokai looking? Oh. Certainly competed over, but doesn't seem impossible. This looks mildly scary. Nice. Okay. I wonder if the healing orbs. Who died there? Did any of them die? I can't even tell. This comp doesn't really rely on 5 costs, but I guess we'll just take the investment. And we need take the jacks for the bow. We can get against Suzanne Kindred.
Let's end this.
There's our Yi. Yeah, we're looking pretty good right now. I don't know if we keep rolling down for Velveth. I wouldn't think so, but maybe we just econ for 4-2 and try to hit 8. We can add another brawler. Forgot. All right, just in case. Just in case. If anything, we block somebody else from continuing to build. I wonder who that's good on. What does that work best on? Cho'Gath, Jinx. It's actually not a... It's not as much of a tank item, I guess. It sort of looks like a tank item. Giant Slayer is probably good here. 2 Giant Slayers would be ideal, but
Let's go.
You wish to learn the hard way, I see.
see what Tom Kench if he throws up anything useful. I mean, 56. Probably shouldn't have spent. I'll try Golden Egg. Okay, that was helpful. How much does this speed this up? I wonder. 11 turns is a lot. It seems like it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense if you're having mixed results. Yeah, 2. Okay. I was gonna say should be pretty decent. Does having... I wonder if having Hand of Justice stacks with the Marauder 4, or is it like, is it pointless? Damage needs to ramp up here. This is a very similar setup. Take the rerolls now. Oh, okay. I see why that doesn't work. Okay, I get it now. Who's usually alive at the end?
Shine once more before the end.
Not sure this really works great on anybody I have, but
Let's make this memorable.
I feel like I need to leave this on my bench now. %10 attack damage. This is Kraken's Fury is much better. I don't really see a use for this now at this point. I guess I can kind of watch and see who lives and maybe put it on one of them who stays up late. Kindred stays up the longest, but I'm not gonna. I don't think it makes sense to take any of these items off of her. I don't know, chat. We're still in a pretty good spot, but yeah, it just doesn't. Well, I guess we could test it and see. I'm pretty skeptical though. Holy. Big Ramus. Hey, One Child, how are you? Good morning. How's everything? You enjoying the World Cup? Well, maybe not so much now, right? Radiant Thieves Club is pretty decent. Very sad to see America go down. You were hate watching USA today. The USA looked very, very bad today. I'm trying to. I don't know who I'm gonna. I don't know who I'm gonna support now. My son is a big Lionel Messi fan, so probably Argentina. But part of me is also rooting for England a little bit. I'm really not sure.
Relax a little.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being angering. We're supporting Norway. Yeah, I like Erling Haaland is pretty amazing also. And he seems like a decent guy. Turned on from Holland. He's a pretty great footballer. He's fun to watch. She likes to watch now. Oh well. You know how it goes. Oh, there's no point to this at all, actually. That's funny. It's been exciting though. There's been a lot of really good matches. Some exciting finishes. I can understand the frustration about the red card situation. I don't. You know, here's the thing though, and I will. And I know how this is going to sound because I am American, but I don't know that it should have been a red card in the first place. You know. Like I'm not sure. I think it should have been a red card at all. Maybe it should. I don't know. I agree. That part, I agree with you on that part. Yes.
My constitution is unflappable.
What am I supposed to do with all this money? They overturned it 4 days later instead of 24 after the match. Yeah, like I said, I can understand why people are upset. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it looks very bad. It doesn't matter now anyway. They lost, right? Still, it sets a bad precedent for the future. But in the immediate, it you know, it doesn't matter right now in this moment. But over the longer term, I think it's maybe a little bit dangerous. Because now you can always go back and say, well, look what happened in the 2026. Didn't they do something similar with Ronaldo? I know it wasn't exactly the same situation, but didn't they postpone a suspension for Ronaldo as well? It seems like that FIFA is making some interesting decisions in general with regard to red cards and suspensions. Yeah, they turned into one day. I don't know. We'll see how they handle future situations. But yeah, I was gonna say they don't have a good track record. And I think some of the refereeing, some of the officials, it doesn't always seem like they're making the right call. It sometimes seems to me that they're not being as fair as they should be. Yeah, no, they're human. Yeah, right, of course. They're gonna make mistakes. Of course, yes, for sure. But when they go to VAR and they still they don't correct, you know, I don't know, sometimes it seems a little bit questionable to me. A lot of people seem to think that VAR has ruined the game a little bit. Do you agree? Do you think they should just live with whatever happened on the pitch? Yeah, it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. In American football and in basketball, they use a lot of official review to correct calls. And I would say in those sports, which I watch a lot of both of those, it does seem like it helps. And a lot of the times I do agree with the correction that they make. Now, sometimes it depends on it depends on who you ask, right? Sometimes they correct in a way where the team that ends up suffering because of it, right? It changes their perspective a little bit, but for the most part, it seems like it's beneficial. Passion, emotion, up and down, yeah. Yep. I gotcha. More competing here. I've only recently gotten into soccer and football. You know, in America, football, like in America, we have American football, and that's usually what gets all the attention. Basketball, football, baseball. International football, soccer, right? It didn't used to get the attention a whole lot here in like the media in America, and so it wasn't very popular for me and a lot of my friends when I was growing up, and so I didn't start really appreciating it until I became an adult. And I'm kind of sad and disappointed that I didn't discover it earlier on, because you know it's an amazing sport.
All in. Just my style.
It's getting bigger though. It's definitely growing. I think that the United States, like the national team, the country team, I think that if American football never existed, America would have a much stronger soccer program. I call it soccer just because I'm talking about American football a lot. But I think that if American football didn't exist, regular football in America, we would have a much stronger program. Yeah, because most of the best athletes go and play American football. But there's just like in football internationally, American football talent is scouted at a very, very young age, and it's developed very young, just like it would be in Europe and South America. And there's no thought given to soccer, you know. One shot, thank you so much for the resub, appreciate it. Very kind of you, thank you. Yeah, I'd see you sub. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, I was just saying that athletes in America, when they're very, very athletic and very talented, they're usually pushed into playing American football at a young age. And they get developed to play American football. In a lot of cases, basketball too. But less so for soccer, for regular football. And so you have some of the best athletes in the world who are fast, but they're big and strong. They go play American football. That's what they're encouraged to do. So very, very different. I know that there are schools over in Europe and in South America that, you know, if you're young, you know, 10, you know, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. You're scouted, right? You're scouted at a young age. You're brought into a program. You go to academy. It's a totally different situation.
My constitution is unflappable. Fight time.
Yep. You have to pay. Over here in America, you got to pay for everything. Everything costs here. Do you watch any hockey over there? Ice hockey? For kids to play ice hockey in America, it's very expensive.
Constitution is unflappable.
Let's end this. Let's go.
Well, that's gotten pretty popular in America too over the years. Obviously with the NHL. And they won gold in the Olympics. That was a big deal. Who are we selling here? Scuttle party it is. I gotta decide what kind of comp I want to end up with here. I think I have to keep Dark Stars. Oldest daughter's a big Cristiano Ronaldo fan. Yeah, he's gonna be all done here pretty soon. It'll be a sad day for a lot of fans out there. He still did. I mean, he did pretty well considering. I mean, at 41 years old, to still be playing at a high level, international football. I mean, it's pretty spectacular. Yeah, no kidding. It's easy when you have trainers and money and time. Well, easier. You still have to put the work in, right? I don't want to take that away from them. Even if you have all those resources, it doesn't mean it's easy. Okay, we get rid of these two. Have to hope for some good rerolls here. That's a good one. Yeah, we'll hold there. This is kind of a this is a very weird comp. Three reforgers. Wow. Need a karma. Karma would be good here. We'll replace Maokai. Gonna hang on to the, well, yeah, I'll hang on to the Morgana for now. Comp may not work out real well, but I think it's worth experimenting with a little bit, just because it's something different. Instead, try to play the same cookie cutter build every single time. What do I need here? Probably need to go with some tank items. Okay, money's good right now. We like that. There's our karma. And that should be a pretty good game changer for us. Stop here for a moment. $64, I can get another 4 costs out there. It's just 4 costs only, so a 5, like going some kind of Exodia or something like that, isn't really going to work. So we'll just build econ for now. I think having built items for karma before we had her makes pretty good sense. Maybe a blue buff would be good here. Yeah, we're hitting pretty hard now. Pretty good, pretty good.
Time as any to act reckless.
That's not too bad. $60, so I think we're okay with this as it is for now. We'll hold this. If I can make some protector's vows for a Nunu, that'll be helpful. I think this is okay for now. If I get more Jins, I'll move Deathblade. For now, I think this is good though. It's only a 1-star karma also. Money would be good. I'll take money. Money's great. I like that. Or it's going to be a little bit of a problem. As long as we get in the top 4, I'm okay with that. I can live with the I can live with that. I think it's going to be a little bit close though. We're just a little bit thin up front. This is weird. That's a weird board.
Let's make them notice.
Okay, that helps. Actually, why don't we sell? Grab that now. He likes Man City. He's supported Man City for several years now. But he enjoys, he likes Inter Miami because again, he's a big Lionel Messi fan. So he'll kind of follow Messi a little bit. Like he watched him when he was with PSG, and so I think it's a little bit less about, it is about the club, but it's definitely about the player too. I like watching any. We'll watch Premier League, we'll watch MLS, we'll watch Bundesliga. We really just enjoy football any way we can. And in America, all of it's on TV, so we get to watch everything. One thing I do like a lot about MLS is that a lot of their games are on Saturday nights, and so it's like really easy to watch during the season. It's really easy to watch football any time of day. So that part's really nice.
Here we go.
Probably should have gone to 10 here, but karma just makes everything explode. Yes, we have. We've watched. We had season tickets for one of the MLS clubs that was close to us, Orlando City, and we've traveled a little bit to watch Messi. So we've seen Messi play in, I want to say, 3 different MLS stadiums. So yeah, we've, but yes, it is expensive. It's very expensive. Unfortunately, it's very expensive. But we've really enjoyed it. I mean, it's been worth it. Good memories and good experiences, and it's a lot of fun, you know. At 3rd place, that's okay. Kind of scraped that together. Kind of surprised, actually. All right, what time is it? We got time for one more. Let's do one more. We did go to England this year. So we did go watch a Wrexham match over in England. And that was a lot of fun. That was an interesting experience. And they're in the championship this year. You have a season ticket, okay. And all this one for St. Pauli, okay. Oh, relegated, bummer. That's tough. Yeah, relegation systems are can be heartbreaking, you know. I mean, we in the MLS it's much smaller, right? And it's very new by comparison. It's been around for a while in America, but compared to the European leagues, it's, you know, it's still very new by comparison. So, but yeah, we enjoyed seeing Wrexham.
The righteous path begins with me.
I think seeing soccer or football. I think watching it live in person is such a great experience. Did you? Yeah, it's fun. I can understand why. I get it. We've done a lot of that ourselves. Okay, gargoyle. I really want to go to Germany in during Christmas time. That's on my list of things to do in my life. That's something I really want to do. I've watched a lot of like YouTube videos where they showcase different areas and different towns and all the Christmas markets and things like that. And I just think that like, that just seems like such an amazing time. The other thing too is Oktoberfest. I've watched a little bit and read a little bit about Oktoberfest. I've had a couple friends go over there for Oktoberfest and they've just said they've had like the best time. Yeah, that's the point, right? Sounds good to me. Eat delicious German food and drink a lot of German beer. Yeah, it probably is if you're a local, you know, if you're there, if you've experienced it. But to an outsider, you know, to an American, you know, you have this idea in your head of what it would be like, and you want to go see if your experience lines up with that, you know. Tiny woman handle lots of beers at once. Is that the see, now that part I'm not as familiar with. Is that part of the experience? I believe it. They're heavy, those steins. If they're carrying what, like 10 of them? It's crazy. I would drop it all. I would just spill it everywhere. Couple of liters in each glass. See, those are the kind of things I don't know about.
All in. Just my style.
What kind of games are you playing now, One Child? Yeah, how about, you probably don't have a whole lot of time. You're still playing DVD, are you? But you like the Jason? The New killer. I tried playing him a little bit on the PTB, and I thought he was fun. The only thing that I didn't really like was that when he throws the spear, it's not like I'm playing a shooter where it's the center of your monitor. It's like to the left, and that I thought was very strange to me. I thought that was a strange decision not to have it line up with the center of your monitor. That was bizarre. Bizarre decision. I thought 2v8 had a lot of potential. I hope that they continue to like develop that and build it. I think they have some good ideas. Yeah, for sure. So that's part of the fun, right? There were a few, when it was just an idea, excuse me, before they started actually testing it, I remember Fudge and I used to talk about if they ever did a 2v8 that we would team up and play killer together. We never did that, but we used to talk about it years ago. Yeah, that's all you, I mean, that's kind of like me too. I play games out, I stream and play games when my wife goes to sleep. And lately, I've been getting a little bit tired and I want to go to sleep too, but I'm like, I want to play some games too. So I'm able to usually, you know, make it all work out, but I am also in my 40s and my job keeps me pretty busy. And I'm usually busy with other things, and so like I usually have to be a little bit careful. About how I spend my time. World. I'm surprised they made it. Like, I'm surprised that that game made it into production. Just because it was so much like a Pokemon game. I thought that Nintendo was just gonna sue them into having to shut it all down. Yeah, it's a good time. At the end of the day, that's all that's important. Okay, close to a 3-star here. I'm really looking forward to Valheim this fall. Very excited about that, the full release. Valheim is a beautiful game. Then there's a new game coming out that they've been, I don't know if you've seen it on Twitch at all, if you've had time to check it out, but it's called Hunger. And it's a first-person extraction game. And I've been watching a little bit of that. And that seems like you should check that out when you get some time. It's called Hunger. I think it's in a test phase. And so there's no embargo on it.
I will bring justice to this world, no matter
It might be something enjoyable. I was thinking about playing it myself, but I guess let's put together Orin up there. Okay. Lord head ass. That's funny. My economy's all screwed up here. Trying to force this 3-star Teemo onto the board. I would typically be 7 here. I can get a Nami out here, I would be very happy. No emblem. We should be able to hold our own for a little while. I think what else I'm looking forward to. The Black Flag Precinct Assassin's Creed. That's like my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I might pick that up and play that. I've been playing Resident Evil 4 for my YouTube. I also need to get back to that. I'm a little bit behind on that. But that's been around for a little while now. There's our Nami, perfect. Missing items there. Miss watching Barbecue. Yeah, he was on. What was he playing not too long ago? I saw him somewhat recently. I don't remember what he was playing though. But he's still around every once in a while. But yeah, he's not on regularly, obviously. Twitch has changed a lot. It's not the same place it used to be, you know. I was gone for 4 years. I was gone for 4 years, and in the 4 years that I took a break from streaming, what was really interesting to kind of learn was that most of the people that watched me years ago, how much their lives had changed, you know. Kids, marriage. I mean, you yourself as well, right? Multiple kids. Finishing school, you know, just so many things had changed in that period of time. You get older, life moves on, yeah, and then, you know, on top of that, the whole streaming environment has changed dramatically, you know. Like now the IRL directory is dominant, right? It feels like people come to Twitch less for video games now than they ever used to, you know. It used to be mostly about watching people play video games. That's just not the case anymore, you know. All the nuisance streamers and stuff like that, like, that's a big draw on the platform now. Just a much different world now. Those people, I mean, you know, it's not for me either, but clearly, you know, there's a, I mean, here's the other thing that I will say. I was about to say, you know, that there are people that obviously want to watch that, otherwise they wouldn't have viewership, but then you have the whole, like, view botting has always been a thing. I know people that have view botted in the past. It's always been around. It's not a new thing. But it's much worse now because people are view botting for much larger numbers, and they create this inflated sense of viewership, and it hurts the platform a lot. And it's unfortunate, but that's kind of where we're at now with it. Much more extreme. Yes, 100%. Yep, you got it. You know, and you hate to see a lot of that stuff because people, you know, there are really good content creators on this platform that just end up, you know, they end up getting stuff down at the bottom of a directory because the people that are above them in the directory are taking all the discovery, but they're cheating to do it. So it's, you know, it sucks. I don't really worry too much about that stuff these days just because I do it for the hobby. You know, I'm going to play video games anyway, and I want to, you know, I like being able to socialize and things like that. And I like learning new games, like this game I'm learning right now. And so I'm getting slowly a little bit better at it. But I get to share the experiences with people. But whoever is free and wants to drop by, you know, it's great. Some nights are a little quieter than others, and some nights there are more people here, and either way it's fine. Like, I feel good about it no matter what.
Behold the righteous flame.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We need more items for Nami. I wonder if it makes sense to do this instead right now. Ginsu's probably not best on Samira, I suppose. It's like the drop by streamers I watched for years and years talk a little bit. Yeah, right, of course. That's a great way to do it. Little social time, little background noise while you're doing other things, you know. That's usually me too. It's hard to have time to like sit around and spend 2 or 3 hours chatting, you know, like for a whole stream. I can't do that anymore. Those days are over. That's a big old Ramus, jeez. We need some AD items. I don't know that we're gonna, well, we might top 4 with this. Very behind on the econ though. Yeah, and that alone time probably isn't. You're probably not getting a whole lot of that these days. All right, I'm gonna put these back. For now, at least. As long as we top 4, I'm fine with it. Oh, all the arguing between, yeah. She only ate. Yeah, it happens early, man. My son's gonna be 14. Should be 14 this year. I remember when I used to stream on Saturday mornings for him when he was young. I'd play something like family friendly, you know, a Nintendo game, or I need to do that again this fall. He's not going to look at it the same way. Being older, he doesn't care about it as much, but seven more years. Give it a little time. Do we? Let's go. Let's go. Completed anvil. More mogs. I need more orange here. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Oh, 1 health. Okay. When my wife complains to me, like, remember you wanted to still live with it. Yeah, she brought this on herself, right? Yep. I think we're dead here. Yep, we look pretty dead. Not gonna break through that Rammus. Sixth place, right? Sixth, seventh, fifth place. Okay. You still watch Morph? Yeah. He's been pretty steady on DVD again. I think it's good for his channel. That's what people know him for. I think if I stream DVD again, people would probably slowly start coming back here too. I just can't do it anymore. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how a lot of DVD streamers do it, where that's still the only game they play. I mean, you know, if you love it, if you genuinely love the game, you love the game, that's great. Yeah, that's just not me anymore. I can't do that. It gets a lot of meltdown. Yeah, I can understand. I can understand. All right, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks to everybody for coming in, for those of you guys lurking, for those of you guys chatting, appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow night about the same time. I'm still not sure if we'll probably play a little bit more of this. I feel like we're on the brink of breaking through the next rank of platinum, so we'll probably mess around with this. Maybe we'll check out something new. I don't know. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in. But appreciate all the love and support. Thank you guys for coming in. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye bye, guys.